Gambian Talents TV, nyunulela dokuo seneyata. Gambia Talents TV, nyunulela dokuo betiata. Gambia, nkala dokuo betiata. Gambia Talents TV, nyunulela dokuo seneyata. Gambia Talents TV, nyunulela dokuo betiata. Yeah, Gambia, nkala dokuo seneyata. Yo Gambian Talents TV njalam alnal badi malam nene jeli suso bintele bale jantonko alkal Gambian Talents TV la moy every day and night TV la mi yalla nako mashallah ila diamol kabet yalla la promotional kabet yalla wow ala baraka bake ala baraka fosila koteng.
Gambia is your boy One Pack, you get me? Sen hol xalaat yu bonne nañ ko sànni fele si mbalit gi neli xale ndaw yi toog di ko foye fele door leen di seetaan Gambia Talent Promotion, you get me? They promoted only Gambians and this is our own thing, Gambia, you get me? So my fans, so leen ma bëggee gis boy fii rek la boy, si hot platform bii la boy, yeah? You get me? This is how we do it. So leen bëggee gis lu xew si dëkk bi ak lu warul si dëkk bi, TV bii la. Fii fans yeeg and am di jaama yi ak haters. Welcome to Gambia Talent TV show, you get me? Sen hol xalaat yu bon nañ ko sànni fële si mbalit gi ne li xale ndaw yi toog di ko foyee fële cause bépp TV bu nekk si tundi Gambie gi Gambian Talent TV mooy seeni baay man One Pack maa ko wax ku ko dinaay nga def leneen comme gars yi ñu ñooy defee yaa ngi understand ñun ñoo fi ñëw xoolal di régler lu fi manqué di mutal lu fi manqué di def lu fi kenn deful
ay wali Gambia ndele bada badi bunkali yalo nyami nyakili mo nyama dunumata la fulanda na kuga to makere la kasata ay wali mbemintole Gambian Talents TV mbo to wala kale Gambian Talent TV nyulle nata Gambian Talents TV wo ko nyulle nata kantole kidimandi nyulle nata kantole nganyandi nyulle nata kali se wondi nyulle nata kali kunindi nyulle nata kali londi wota wala tinna ngoybe Facebook le wala tinna ngoybe YouTube wala tinna o ngoybe fanna bela ndabadi bunka Gambian Talents Warning TV boy ngoye wati nkawale la moy wati nkawale jube ndajawaro ngoye badi bunka Gambian Talents TV solemu mbeji mbetema ko sungalango ngoyo ko mbeji mbetema komis
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you might be watching us from. This is Gambian Talents Forum. I'm Favor Odion, and today I have two gentlemen here. We're here to talk about migrants, immigration, illegal immigration, the Backway as we normally call it in the Gambia. And this has been a cause for concern. It has been a problem that we have been trying to solve because we have had a lot of debt due to this. And then today we really want to talk about it, as in go deep into it. We have two people here, two gentlemen. We are here to give the solution to it. And then I have here Mr. Foster and I have here Mr. Backway. So I'll just let them introduce themselves and then we'll go straight to what we have for you today. Sorry, sir, we just want to know your name and then your position.
Thank you very much, Favor. My name is Backway. I'm the Finance Officer for National Youth Parliament, the Gambia, and also responsible for advocacy, governance and elections in this country for the Parliament.
Okay, I will go to him. So we just want to know your name and then your organization and then your post in the organization.
Okay, I'm Fausto Conta, and our organization is called Un Sole per Tutti. We are from Italy, and I'm the General and Project Manager of the organization.
Okay, so this organization, we want to know about it. What exactly are you guys doing? What exactly is the aim of this organization?
So we started in 2011 when there was the first migration due to the Libya crisis. You know, you remember when Gaddafi has been killed, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of confusion in Libya. So many people, many migrants from Libya has been reaching Italy to find a better life. So since that time we have started to work with migrants, and what we do there in Italy is to help them on what is concerning bureaucratical ITER, let's say health,
Okay.
care. We teach them Italian language so they can start communicating, they can start a job. They can be part of some courses like some professional courses. We are doing courses like pizza making, like mechanical, like plumbery, all these kind of courses. And at the same time we are helping them on gaining a bit of money. So we find for them a small job, like any kind of job, or any kind of job is available with the contracts, with the rights, so they can send the money to their family here, and they can use money to maybe do something in Italy. So this is what we are doing in Italy for them.
It's really a great course, a good course. And then, have you been facing any problem, as in what have been the challenges that you have been facing in this course that you have overcome?
So the challenges are many, let's say, because it's not easy to work with migrants. The first one I can say is the difficulties of them to understand that if they don't learn Italian, it will be difficult to be part of the society in Italy. I mean, Italy is not like Gambia, I can say, or where I have been before, Uganda, where most of the people knows English. Italy is still with people that doesn't know English. If you go in the small villages, so nobody knows English, so it will be difficult if you know only your language to speak with somebody there. So it will be even difficult to get a job, find a job, because you can find a person that would like to give you a job, but if you don't speak with him, it will be impossible for him to explain to you which job you have to do. This is the first thing. The second challenge, and this one is a challenge that must be faced here in the country from where they are coming from, is the problem of the migrants to decide to come back. I mean, sometimes they are so, let's say, so frustrated, so desperate, they don't have anything in Italy and they would like to come back, but when we speak with them about the program that can take them back, they say no. This because they think that when they are going to be back, they will be seen like failure. I mean, they think that maybe nobody will accept them because many people from here think that when you reach Italy or you reach Europe, you will be already a rich man. So there they will give you a job, they will give you money, and everything will be there for you. But it's not like that. Many of them, they are struggling to live their life, and these things that I was saying should be work from here. Is a cultural things. So I think that you people should work on it and should make the people from here understanding that if somebody will decide to come back from Europe, it's not because it's a failure. It's because there are no possibility. Okay. And this is a big problem for us, because we have people that wants to come back, but when they think about it, or maybe they call here, we had a case 1 month ago of a Gambian boy that he was deciding to come back. He was already convinced. He said, no, I want to go back. But the night he spoke with the family, with the mother. And the mother will say, what are you doing? But are you crazy? So maybe people will think that you are a failure, so it's better for you to stay there, try again. And he has been there, but now he's still on the same position of before. He say, what I can do here? I don't have anything to do. I don't have a job. I'm still in a camp, because you know that many people from there, they remain in a camp for 1 or 2 years.
Wow.
Some of them even 3 years, and they don't know which future is going to be there for them. Maybe after 3 years, the commission and the judge will decide for them that they will never have documents. So you have lost 3 years of your life inside the camp. This is the situation and the challenge that we are facing there in Italy.
Okay. So before we continue, let me just welcome you to the Gambia. So
Thanks.
how have you seen the Gambia?
No, it's a nice place. Thank you. Yeah, I like the welcome that the Gambia has given to me. So
Okay.
it's good.
So you mean he treated you right?
Yeah.
Or else?
No, he has been good with that. No problem.
Okay. So Mr. Babakar, let's come to you. Let us know more about this organization you're talking about. That's the National Youth Parliament.
Okay.
Tell us more about it, what you guys do.
Thank you very much. The National Youth Parliament is now a household name in this country because it has been existing since 2000, in the year 2002, when a group of young people came together and thought that it was wise for them to have an organization that will be non-governmental organization or youth-led organization that is going to work towards having the voices of the young people heard. Since then, the National Youth Parliament has been very proactive in terms of governance, in terms of democracy, human rights, in terms of health, gender mainstreaming, among others. If you also look at the National Youth Parliament with its composition, we have 30 members in every region. That is the 7 regions of the country, and we also have the National Executive Council that is composed of 7. These people are there in their various constituencies and their various wards and regions, representing their people as voices of the young people. So one of the core values of the National Youth Parliament is on advocacy, and this is why we're partnering with Progreto, which is an organization that comes to at least address issues of very pertinent to ourselves and the Gambian as a nation. This is why National Youth Parliament is here, and the National Youth Parliament, we had a secretariat that is in Kalinding, which we shared our office with Peace Ambassadors to Gambia, and also we worked in the entire country. We have our structures in the entire country as well. So basically, National Youth Parliament has been known of its advocacy, and notably very well known on governance and civic education as well.
Okay, Mr. Foster actually raised a very valid point that I want us to actually deal with. He said that most migrants, when they come back to their country, they are not welcomed. And then when I think about it, I think it's kind of true. So what is your association or your organization doing to actually help that?
This is why we are partnering with them, because we've deemed it necessary that advocacy is on levels. You have a level 1, level 2, level 3, and that has to do with having people with high interest, low power, low interest, high power. So we are trying to now assess where does the problem lies. If it is from our mothers, okay, let's say we go and target the CAFOs, that is the women cooperative group, and tell them, Mom, look, these people that are in Italy, it's better for them to come back to Gambia. We integrate, we help them grow up, help them have their own businesses, start up something, than staying there doing nothing, and we will think that they will be doing something. So therefore it starts with us, and this is why National Youth Parliament has started with the idea of this advocacy, this sensitization. The sensitization is not going to end only in schools like we start, but no, we're going to also look at the social sectors that has to do with the mosque, the churches, you know, and all other areas that we have in place, so that we can as well convince these people that coming from Italy, it's not a failure. You know, you've tried so hard to be able to get an economic situation solved for yourself, your family, but that doesn't go well. So coming back doesn't mean you're failed. You're not failed. You still have chances to try, and also to even make it better maybe in your country. And there are so many opportunities that are available that we can explore, and you know, it gets. So the answer to that question is we need sensitization, we need real advocacy to tell the people that coming from Italy doesn't mean that you have failed. No, you won't fail. That is the beginning of their life for you to continue as well. Let's say, for example, there are people who came from Italy, Libya, Niger, and others. Now they're integrated, they're working, they're doing other things that are making helpful for their life, you know. And people also need to understand the phenomenon of this Backway, this theory, that not all those that goes there are giving this asylum as they seek, because this asylum can be differentiated in different categories. It can be political, it can be religious, it can be economical. And in the Gambia now, if you want to take those people that are seeking for this asylum, most of them will be on economical situation, and that might not be a genuine excuse even for those people losing their migration policies, for example. Because if it is political, yeah, we say, oh, the Gambia now is politically stable, why should we have to go back to your country? Since then, we have never heard of any issue that has to do with threatening of people's life, blah, blah, blah. If you talk about religious issue, Gambia is a religious tolerance country, so what? So now, those are the things that these people will have to look at. And it is our responsibility as young people of this country, especially National Youth Parliament, who is one of the organizations that is working on this advocacy, to go to the people and tell them about this information, and this is why we are here as well.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that we, Gambian Talents Promotion, do. We help those migrants that think that, life is lost because, they didn't make it in Italy. We help them to actually do something. So it's one of the things that we actually do. But let's go to Mr. Fausto. Like, thinking about the thing that you guys are doing, the noble cause that you guys are embarking on, I think there's a lot of money that's involved in it. So I actually want to know, how do you people get your sponsor?
So, yeah. There are a lot of money, but for us, we have not yet seen any kind of money. I mean, all the projects that we are running now, the one that we are doing here, and we would like to do here in Gambia, we are the one that use our own money to do it because we believe in it. I mean, we would like to show to who has this money that we need them, okay, but to show them very interest on it, we want to start with our own money. I mean, up to now, the same project that Boubacar was explaining to you before, and maybe later I will give you some more information, has been founded by our own money. We know that there are many other donors, but up to now, we are, let's say, too small to enter in this kind of big business of money. For now, nobody knows us so well that can give us money. We shall see if in future maybe we can get some donors, because to work you need money. Because if you want to do the activity and you would like to give a better solution to who will not move from Gambia, you need money. If you want to do a microcredit project, if you want to do a school, you want to make a school, you want to pay for them some courses, you have to have money. Okay, right now our project has started as an awareness campaign in the school. We have started with 2 schools, like a pilot school, to see how the students were reacting to our material that we have proposed to them. This material is a docu-film, is a documentary. It's called La Palapa. La Palapa means boat, the small boat that they are using to cross the Mediterranean Sea. And on this documentary you can see an interview of people that have done the journey, and they are explaining to the other people which one are the risks. And the risks are many, because they have faced a lot of problem with the desert. They have seen a lot of people abandoned in the desert, dead. Maybe they were friends and they have been abandoned there. They have seen a lot of torture in Libya, because most of them, they have been put in prison, tortured. They have been forced to call the family and to make the family pay money to get out of the prison. And at the end they saw a lot of people dying on the Mediterranean Sea. You have to know that only last year, in 2017, more than 2,000 persons died inside the Mediterranean Sea. Okay? And this is a huge number. And all of them, they were youth. And as I was saying, as one of the persons that we have interviewed was saying, when you move on this journey, you move with 2 things on your hands: the hope to reach and the certificates of death, and you don't know which one is going to be used.
That's true, that's true. So roughly, how many people do you think you have in the camp? Like, can you tell us something?
Yes. Right now we are working with 360 asylum seekers, divided in 16 locations. There are 16 different structures. Okay. Most of them are from Nigeria, because they are coming from there. It's a big country, Nigeria, But at the second position we have Gambian, followed by Senegal and Bangladesh.
I thought we were in the 4th position.
No,
are we not the second?
In the 4th position, generally, for the people arriving in Italy. In our camp, you are in the 2nd position.
Wow. That's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, like, what exactly, you say you want to do this awareness program?
Yeah.
What partners do you have to actually embark on this first?
So what we thought is to make this awareness campaign with a local partner.
Okay.
We have found National Youth Parliament as the first local partner, okay, because they are well connected in the region. I mean, they have a lot of offices, and Boubacar is well known by everybody. I can see that when we move around the street, we spend a lot of time on greeting people.
Yeah, true.
And so we are, our project, our awareness campaign will start from the school. Okay, we think that youth are the most important things for the country. No? They are the most important people. Without the youth, the country cannot develop.
True.
If the youth will move away from the country, who is going to build a better future? So that's why we have decided to go inside the school to make them understanding that doing the journey is very risky, and with National Youth Parliament and other sponsor and other, let's say, partner. Because sponsor, we don't have yet sponsor, but with other partners that we are looking around, we would like to give these students, these people, these, let's say, teenager, because many of them are teenager or young or youth, we would like to give them a different possibility. I mean, we were discussing even yesterday with Boubacar, okay, we can tell them not to move, but at the same time we have to give them alternative. And that's why we are around, and we are finding people that can give them maybe alternative. Okay, this is the main point of the awareness campaign.
Okay, Mr. Babukar, you said you have been to schools, right?
Yeah.
2 schools to be specific.
Yeah, we have
So
been to
I want to know those schools and how they took it, as in how they took it when you came to actually talk to them about this immigration, illegal immigration.
Yeah, we've started, as Festus was saying, a pilot program with 2 schools, and notably that is the Gambia Senior Secondary School and SM Senior Secondary School. We've been to Gambia Senior Secondary School, and fortunately for us, they brought all the school students there. Likewise in SL also, both the morning and afternoon shift were all brought. But in SL they have about 900 and something students. So all students were gathered in their camp. And the reaction of the students, like you see it in them, because these are things that, you know, it needs evidence. Migration and other things need evidence. Let's say, for instance, if I'm here making noise about migration, say, this boy might be jealous because he has not traveled, this boy might be this because he has not this, but you need evidence. These are our own brothers who are willing to come out, to say their own voices, to say, look, we are ready to come out to tell the Gambians the difficulties that we are facing here in Italy. That is what is involved in those documentary films that we were showing to students. And also the students were like saying, oh, this is a Gambian, because when you speak as a Gambian, they know this is a Gambian. So they are now having the first-hand information of an evidence to see that, okay, this is a real life story. And also one of part of this film, that's the documentary, look, don't be deceived by the nice pictures that they are putting on and others. One of them said, like, sometimes what you do is just to tell people that you're living a phenomenal life or you're happy. You can just go beside somebody's very nice house, take a picture, somebody's very nice car, take a look at my car, look at my picture, look at my shoes, you know, so that people will think that, you know, that is life there. No, while in reality, that's not life there. Because even those people in Europe, those people in Italy are living without houses, without homes. They're sleeping on the streets. So therefore, what will that have to do with people who are immigrants, for example? They will also have to sleep in those houses. So now those school students were much pleased that, you know, this information are given to them. And the reaction and the feedback was, will you want to go and embark to this journey? All of them will say no. So it means that they really know that there was an impact in it, that because looking at the no, oh, it's as long as, you know, going to Backway as well. So therefore it's important, and it was very much interested that, you know, those schools of Gambia Senior Secondary School and SL in the North Bank were targeted as a pilot, and we've seen that, you know, the feedback was very good.
Okay. It's actually good that you guys started from schools, but I want to know which other places will you take it to? Because if you tend to see the stories that we have, it's not actually, most of them, it's not actually them that sponsor themselves. You see that the parents sponsor them, Some even sell their plots of lands just to sponsor them. That's to tell you that some of the parents are into it. So what are the other things that you are trying to do apart from schools? Which other places do you want to go to sensitize everybody?
I think that's a very, very good question. Very, very good question. And we've discussed that at the National Youth Council yesterday. We had a meeting with them. Among the discussion that we had with the program manager of the Youth Council was such things like this. Because if you look at it as well, it is very, very important for us to know that most of these youth that go don't have the resources, the money. It is either given to them by their parents or family members or some other sponsors. Now, as part of the sensitization also, we are trying to target those people, those, like I was saying, those social settings. Like if you, for example, if you go to the women cooperative group, there's these CAFO companies and find women to have 5-10 minute discussion of them and tell them the dangers of taking $60,000, for instance, $60,000. That's about 1,100 euro to your child for him to go to, or him or her to go to the Backway. It's rather important for you to start up a business, and setting up that business will help you. However, it's as part of the advocacies as well, in connection to your question. We've met with YEP, that is the Youth Empowerment Project, yesterday, and in our discussion also they were very pleased to say that look, it might also be an issue of just discouraging, but they can support us also with having documents or information on how to have the opportunities that are involved when they stay. So therefore these are things that we'll also use in all settings, like being it in the mosque, being it in the churches, being it in in the religious leaders, traditional leaders, discussing with them. After the schools, I think that can be another step to look into, to have community dialogues or intergenerational dialogue and see who exactly is the problem. Because most of this time, like we talk, okay, like it's the parents that give them the money, but are the parents not being pressured by the children? So this intergenerational dialogue will have to say who is responsible. Therefore, we will be able to know, okay, my child came to say, Mom, Backway, for instance, they want to go to Backway. Okay, I have 2 bulls or I have a land, let me sell the land and give him or her the money for him or her to go to Backway. So what can I do? Should I give him the money, or let us establish a business that can grow and we have what he was supposed to have in the budget? Are they thinking of that? No. So we will have to call them for an intergenerational dialogue to see who definitely is the problem. Is it the parents or the children? So, but therefore also it's important we start with those that are educated. That is the educated one. Not leaving those that are not uneducated rather, but giving them the information which is relevant, because they have more access, one, to internet, two, to other things that are more important now in the 21st century.
Okay.
So they might just see and say, oh, that is what we have seen in the TV. That's what we have seen in the internet. Let me go tell my mom. So these are the reasons why we're starting with this school, but it's as important as also getting to those people that are not accessible to this information in their communities as well.
Okay. Now, Mr. Foster, have you actually recorded any death, in the camp?
At today in the camp, no. In our camp, no. We had a lot of people maybe that during the journey they get sick. They got very, very, let's say, big sickness. But that, no. We have faced the problem with people that have been tortured, that they had a lot of scars on the body, but especially on their brain. They were so traumatized that the psychologists took a lot of time to make him, let's say, trust again the human being, because when you are tortured, who is torturing you is another human being, no? And if you are tortured by a human being, after you lose the faith on the human beings. But at today, no death inside.
Okay. That was a cause for joy, at least there's no. So I want to know, you said you have not had any sponsors up to date, and then you said you first started in 2011. So have you actually written to any organization for sponsorship or something? Because this course actually, I think it needs the money.
Yes. Let's say that we started in 2011 with the asylum seeker in Italy. With the international programs, the one that we were speaking right now, we started like 1.5 year ago, not more. We were in Guinea-Conakry in October last year. It was the first mission that we did. And the project there will start in October this year, because we are going to work in a partnership with a local NGO called Agidi that is working with youth. It's more or less like National Youth Parliament. So they are doing awareness campaign on health and everything with youth. So we are going to be in partnership with them. That will be the one that will look and where to go in the school. We are going to work in partnership with the Bocconi. Bocconi is the most famous university in Italy that will like to follow the project and will like to see which is the impact on the school that we are going to see. And this is what we are going to ask them even on the project that we are going to run in Gambia, if they would like to do it as well here in Gambia. So yes, we wrote down project proposal and we are still waiting the answer. I mean, we have 2 or 3 project proposal there in the office of this big association, and we shall see which answer they are going to give us. I know that they have been accepted, but they have not yet say if they are going to give us money or not. And the answer, I think, for some of them will be around September. So it's not so far, but we still have to wait.
Not long ago, we saw videos circulating on WhatsApp, on Facebook, how immigrants are being tortured. And then I want to know, how do you actually rescue these people from the hand of those torturers?
In Libya?
Yeah, as in Libya and also in Italy.
In Italy, actually, we don't know about any kind of torture. I mean, there are bad cases of health care or about care. I mean, in some camp where they are hosted, where they are staying, is not well organized. So yes, in that case, we report everything to the police or to the local authorities, and these local authorities is going immediately to take them in another camp where they can be treated well, and they close that camp. So yes, when there are some things that are not good, where they are not going to respect the human rights, yes, we do something. In Libya, as you know, is a bit difficult because we are rescuing them in the sea, okay, because they are not anymore in Libya. But going inside the country and try to rule, to give them rules is a bit difficult, especially in a place where, you know, right now is not yet well made a government, a stable government. So yeah, we are trying to make information moving. Yes, we are telling, we are doing in the news, we are doing a lot of, let's say, awareness campaign on that side, and I think that Europe knows that Libyans are doing bad things to the prisoner and to people that are there, and I know that even Italy knows, but they have not yet done anything apart on opening UN offices in Libya and maybe focusing on the problem. But today it's still not so clear the situation in Libya because it's not easy to get information from there.
So do you actually have migrants to actually have documents, as in to make them legally stay in the country? And then if you have, how many people have you actually helped to have documents?
Okay, so you have to know that right now the situation in Italy is not easy. I mean, out of 100 persons, only 35 of them, so let's say the 10% with document. And the other 10% that are working, and then we give them a possibility to work so they can start a new life. Because we have seen that many of them they have this hope to be independent. You know, when they reach there, they are in the camp, so they have to depend on us. Everything, every time they need something, they have to depend on us. So the first thing that they ask is independence. They want to be independent, they want to have their own house, they want to have the possibility to have their own TV and watch it alone without sharing with many people. You know, these are small things, but they are making a human being independent.
Yeah.
I mean, they are not big things that they are looking for. They just need, let's say, a TV or a room alone without sharing with other people that you don't even know. So yes, we are helping them. It's not easy because, you know, as I was saying, the situation in Italy is not so good. There are many people that are living on the street, you have to know that during winter time there are more than 2,000 persons only in Brescia looking for a place where to stay, because you have to know in Italy winter is very cold. It's not like here. You can go under -2, 3, 4 degrees.
Wow.
So you can sleep on the road. It's not like here that maybe you go and you say, okay, let me sleep on the beach. No, it's not possible during winter time. So it's and you have to know that right now we have changed the government. No, you know that there have been their election and they have formed a new government. And this new government is just focusing on the Italian, he said. We shall see what he's going to do, but he's going to focus on Italians. And he would like, if it is possible, I think it's not so easy, to stop or to make, let's say, legal migration. I mean, making them reaching Italy or reaching Europe, but when they know that there are cases for commission. I mean, like he was saying, you are getting asylum when you are persecuted due to political issue, due to religion, due to your sexual orientation, due to maybe intertribal fight, due to a war. So the other cases are not taken in consideration. So Italy would like to start maybe to make some, let's say, offices in Libya where they can start to already listen to the people that are coming and to understand if the story is good and can be taken to Italy because he needs a really asylum or not. But I think it's not easy because, as I was saying, Libya is not yet so stable.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Babuka, this is actually a very noble cause, as in creating awareness, going from school to school. If someone is interested in joining you people to do this, how can someone join? And also, if you want to join your organization, that is the National Youth Parliament, how can we join?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's important. This is open. It's an open call. If you think that it's important for you to maybe share with us on the ideas and the importance of any other thing that is relevant to what we do, you are highly welcome. Our office secretariat is at Talinding, that is a commercial drive, along where we call the Youth Plaza, where you have the former GIN, National Youth Parliament, YVE, like all of them is youth organization. That's where our secretariat is. We have staff who are stationed there in that office. However, if you want to join the National Youth Parliament, it's not difficult. You have to get to the region that you are in, that is the region you are residing, because that is the people that you are representing. We have the Kanifing Municipality Regional Youth Parliament, the West Coast, the Banjul, North Bank, CRR, LRR, and of course URR. So we have headquarters there. We can easily link you with the regional speakers there, and you can get yourself registered and do. But however, National Youth Parliament goes to Congress every 3 years, and members of the Parliament can only be selected during that Congress, because that is where the highest decision-making body is. That is the National Council that forms of all. So every 3 years they go to Congress, and if you are 35 years old, you exit the National Youth Parliament. So it's between the ages of 18 to 35.
35. Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
Mr. Foster, thank you for being here. Hope you will come back next time. When are you leaving, by the way?
Yeah, we are going to leave tomorrow.
We're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
But we are
night.
hoping to see you more.
Yeah, I hope so, because it means that our project has started.
Exactly. Mr. Babuka, thank you for
Thank
being
you very
here.
much for
And then
hosting
thank you
us.
for staying tuned. We are closing the show now. But it's something that, as he rightly said, the awareness is going to keep on going. So you can come join. It's open from the age of 18 to 35, so you can help out. And then stay tuned. This is Gambia Talents Forum, and we're going to have more. Bye.
Ngonde mamoy ngotoy julolo fenne ka kesenge ngonte mamoy fonde ma foy dindin faloli minni bali dun ni sanyoti lole boyta dindin ifulanti jang Gambia Talent Promotional fulanti jang itole be jambe nyaato Gambia Talent Promotion mun tolle tati alingi makoy e ka Gambia la londole pous nyaato niamo e Gambia talent promotion wala mandi ka kamola ka Gambia la londo sama nyato ay wule yeah
no, yeah. It's a man, Mr. Mighty Joe. I always stay tuned to Gambian talent promotion. If you wanted to see celebrities, new hit music, new music videos, updates about what's happening, please, guys. To my brothers and sisters, ayo baby, always stay tuned to Gambian talent promotion. It's a man, Mr. Mighty Joe. Suma telephone, the Sawuja, the new bagger, the new hit. Suma telephone, the Sawuja, baby baldi ma fi